Ladies and gentlemen, the military of Gabon has decided to declare that the military will officially run the government, and this is a coup that has happened in Gabon following the disputed elections that were held on Saturday. These elections, the former president of Gabon, who is called Ali Bongo, emerged again as a winner, scored 64.27% of the total votes. This was a winning, but the election was declared incredible and there was no transparency in the elections. The reasons as to why these results were nullified are very crucial, because the government decided to do and play their tricks during the counting and giving out of the results of this election. One of the reasons is that there was no any international observers to observe the elections in Gabon. We also have the suspension of the foreign broadcasts. The government of Gabon suspended any form of broadcasting that is foreign in the airing out of the election results. We also see some of the authorities' decision to switch off the internet. During that procedure, there was no any internet service access, and this means that the whole country, there could be no online communication and circulation of information to do with the elections. We also see that these are just but some of the reasons that made these elections to be declared null and void. And the military has already declared that the government, the constitutional court, the Senate, and the national parliament, they are all dissolved. And right now, everything is in the hands of the military. Ladies and gentlemen, from the history of Gabon, we see that it has been dominated by only one family, and it have ruled this nation for more than 53 years. That is starting from 1980 something up to now, when they have done the elections, and this comes again as this Ali Bongo wins again these elections. It have been a family rule, a family regime, and the people of Gabon have not been happy with this type of ruling, although they could not free themselves from this bondage. The person who was ruling, that one is the father to Ali Bongo, called Omar Bongo, ruled for 41 years, and in his time of ruling, he just handed over the powers to his son Ali Bongo. This is among the French colony. Gabon is among the countries that were colonized by French, and this is just but an attempted coup, and it is not the first one. Why do you think these coups are just emerging day after day? The other day we saw Niger is one of the countries that the military had taken power, and they were so strict about it because we saw some of the United Nations and Western powers intervening, at least to bring the president in the seat, but it was somehow difficult because these people were very firm on their decision. There are several coups that have happened in Africa, and if this one of Gabon could be verified as a successful coup, then it will make the 8th successful coup. We see countries like Gabon, Niger. We also had 2 attempt coup in Burkina Faso. We also had one of the coup in Gambia, Sao Tome, and one of the failed coup in Guinea-Bissau. These are just but some of the countries in Africa that have experienced the military rule, and it did not come with good results. Why do you think these things are happening? Does it mean that their constitution is not incorporating things to do with presidential term limit in their offices? Because if someone can rule for 41 years, those are almost 5 terms, then it means that the president in these countries do not have presidential term limits. Like Kenya, we have only 2. Once you are done with 2 limits, then you go home. Then this one is just the opposite of these countries. What is the next country that will experience this again? We also see that in Africa, we have so many countries that are under this type of leadership. Some of the countries are enjoying, some of the countries are just but suffering, but they do not have otherwise but just to stay in that leadership. And any attempt to do or go against the ruling of these countries or of this government might lead to loss of lives. What is your suggestion about this? Because we see about the reactions of the people of Gabon, they are very happy. At long last, they have experienced independence, and they are singing everywhere, and the streets are full of joy. What is your suggestion about this? From the reaction of the people of Gabon, it is finally and it is evident that they are very happy. At least it has put an end to the family rule of the Bongo family. And now henceforth, if this coup will be successful, it means that these people will experience variety of leadership from different people, and they will celebrate their independence. I don't know what is idea about this. Send me your ideas in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.